heavyweight division. Up on the bell rings, the man in charge, Tony Rosales. First, fighting out of the blue corner. He hails from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He has a professional record of 1 win and 3 losses. He weighed in at 243 pounds. Please give a big hand for Orlando LEAVALL. His opponent, hailing from St. Petersburg, Florida, with a professional record of 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 wins, coming by the way of KO. He weighed in at 242 pounds. Give a warm Albuquerque welcome to Andrew Staley.
So get ready for some heavyweight action now. Andrew Staley out of St. Petersburg, Florida, staring down Orlando LEAVALL from Albuquerque. Staley with a record of 3-1, 2 wins by knockout. And his opponent up on his toes, bouncing in the blue corner, is Orlando LEAVALL out of Albuquerque. He has a record of 1-3. We're underway now. This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of heavyweights. And Stan, what can you tell me about Orlando LEAVALL from Albuquerque in the solid black?
Well, he trains down at the with Henry and Aya's group, I think, at the Bareilles Community Center.
Right.
And he's new, young guy, and you're going to see a lot of holding and things of that sort in this fight here. This is just a lack of experience.
And how about Andrew Staley, Stan? Are you familiar with him?
I've only seen him fight 1 time before, and that was, what, a year or so ago here in Albuquerque, and I don't really remember how well he does things, but these guys are going to brawl.
And
no
look at LEAVALL right there getting a warning. He was firing to the back of the head of Staley, although Staley was ducking his head. And Staley tries to come back out of anger with a big right hand. We have another world-class referee up there, World Championship referee Tony Rosales, has worked several world title fights.
He's done a great job.
Yes, he is.
He's a member of the WBO, and I just think very highly of him.
Stan, you know, you talk about rising stars. Well, you know, the referees too, and I think Tony Rosales is definitely a rising star as an official.
He does a good job. He's a guard at the prison down in Los Lunas, I think. So he's got his hands full here tonight. He's going to have to break these guys up every 10 seconds, I think.
2 big boys. They like to grab and hold here. 2 powerful men. Oh, there's a left hand from LEAVALL. He just kind of pushed it forward, but it connected to the chin of Andrew Staley. I know that Andrew Staley has been a sparring partner with some pretty big names in boxing. Evander Holyfield, for one, which he's very proud of, that he's gone and worked with Evander. And also Phil Jackson, who is from the Florida area, another at one time pretty highly ranked contender. So Andrew Staley trying to improve his record and climb up the ladder here.
Well, out of the 3 fights, he has 2 knockouts, and it just depends on, of course, the inexperience of his opponent.
That's Andrew D-Day Staley with the red waistband, red stripe down the side, fires the big right hand, but did not connect flush. But you can see Staley kind of holding on there. Maybe he did get a piece of that chin there. Looks like a good even match, even though the records are kind of transposed, 3-1 against 1-3, but they look pretty even to me, Stan.
Well, and the scale says that they're only 1 apart, and the referee takes a shot in the jaw.
Oh my, it's a rising star.
Yeah.
So you got to watch yourself in there, referee.
That's right, and you can tell Tony's eyes are a little bit watery there. He stepped in to break it up and got.
He's got a good chin.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more after these words.
All right, into the first round. Like the thank Pizza Express. And also into the Mount Gods. And here's lovely ring round number 2. In the romance draw, this is Susanna. I'll start grappling with you.
You're kidding when you said he'd have to work in this fight.
Gotta love New Mexico. second round.
Back to the action here in Albuquerque. Dan Sisneros at ringside along with former New Mexico State Athletic Commission chairman and world-class judge for the WBO, Stan Gallup. And Stan, that opening round, I think it's given us a clue of what this fight's going to be like.
Well, it's going to be a brawl. It'll be a brawl all evening, and Tony Rosales has got to be a little more observant too, and not step in and try to break those guys up. They're going to hit on the break. I think he learned that a minute ago. But we're going to have a lot of brawl in this fight. These guys are just big and heavy and hanger-oners.
And right now, LEAVALL moving in, and Staley landed a good left hand, and that pushed the button on Orlando LEAVALL, and he just started charging forward. Andrew D-Day Staley in the, well, they both have black trunks. D-Day written across the red trim, red stripe for Andrew Staley. Solid black trunks with a black stripe down the side for Orlando LEAVALL out of Albuquerque. Orlando trying to get tricky there and catch Staley with that surprise left.
Those black trunks with the black stripe, that's the tuxedo style.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All we need is the tie and the tails, right? Okay, referee Tony Rosales warning LEAVALL there. Both men are not staying real busy, just kind of brawling and looking for one big shot here and there, but they're just so darn powerful. I think these guys are used to landing big shots. And look at Orlando LEAVALL continuing to work as Staley tries to tie him up. Crowd having a great time here at the Lujan complex. Got a pretty nice crowd on hand, and they're really getting their money's worth here at Rising Stars 8. We take a point away now for a holding. So referee Tony Rosales takes a point away from Orlando LEAVALL. Let's see if Andrew Staley will step in there and capitalize on this now. That's going to help Andrew Staley in the scoring stand, and I think he should open up and get a little busy here and take full advantage of it.
Well, it will help him a little bit, because up to now, I'm kind of guessing that it's going to be pretty even on the scorecards, because one is holding as much as the other, and finally I think the referee finally just got tired of it. Giving a little tongue lashing right now.
Well, Tony Rosales is giving him the warnings. I mean, he's giving him chances to get in there and work. Oh, LEAVALL charging in, and Staley steps back just a little bit there and throws that uppercut. Caught LEAVALL charging in. I think Orlando needs to be a little more careful with him.
I think LEAVALL is just running out of gas, and he's gonna, every time he moves in, he's gonna hold on.
Looks like he may have discovered that he has bit off more than he can chew, and that's going to be it. Referee Tony Rosales has seen enough, and he calls a halt to this one. Orlando LEAVALL just went into survival mode, and Tony Rosales will have none of it, Stan.
Well, when you go into a survival mode like that, the best thing to do is hold on, because you're going to get hurt. And then the referee discovered the guy just didn't want to fight anymore.
And I think the referee did us all a favor there, because this could have turned into a real stinker with all that holding. So Andrew Staley pushing his record up to 4-1 now, and that'll go down as a technical knockout, I guess, and moves his record to 3 knockouts with 4 wins. A good start to the young career of Andrew Staley out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Well, it started off good in that first round. Looked like it might turn into a pretty even match. You know, for heavyweights, sometimes it just kind of evolves into a dance festival, but unfortunately, this one comes to a quick start. Let's go up to Bob Matthews.
2 minutes and 54 seconds of the second round. Referee Tony Rosales stops the contest for extensive bowling. Your winner by disqualification, Andrew Staley.
Andrew D-Day Staley picks up the victory, moves his record to 4-1. We'll be back with more boxing after these words. These guys do a good job, man. That's pretty. Look at that. You know where to go.